Hey, this is Chris Velasco, Senior Mobile Editor, Engadget. We're here coming at you from Cupertino, California. Apple just wrapped up its iPad and iPhone event. Obviously, we got a new iPhone, the iPhone SE, a new iPad, the iPad Pro, with a 9.7-inch display, and a couple key software updates. So Apple TV and your iDevices are getting software updates starting today. There's a lot of cool stuff to dig into, so follow us as we take you deep into the heart of the Apple campus. Let's start with the big stuff, by which I mean the small stuff. The iPhone SE is finally here, and it's basically an iPhone 6s squeezed into the body of an iPhone 5s. That means we've got the same 12-megapixel camera, we have the same A9 chipset running the show, the same M9 Motion coprocessor to power your activity apps, and the screen from the iPhone 5s. Generally, it runs super nice, and what else would you expect? It's an iPhone 6s, just in a body that's a few years old, and if you're like me, that's not a bad thing. I personally think the iPhone 5s was the best looking iPhone we ever got, and I can't wait to play with this thing more. Speaking of going smaller, we also have the new 9.7-inch iPad Pro, and like the SE, it takes just about everything special from an existing model, in this case the full-sized iPad Pro, and squeezes it into a slightly smaller body. This feels like a replacement for the iPad Air 2, especially because the body is absolutely identical. It actually might even be just a little lighter. I didn't have a chance to compare against my personal Air 2, but Apple has done something really impressive here. And although we didn't get a new Apple Watch this time, we did get some new Apple Watch bands. We have a few new colored sport bands for the spring and some interesting woven nylon options. They're not exactly my speed, they look kind of funky, but they're significantly lighter than the sport bands, so something to keep your wrist a little happier. Really though, some of the most important things aren't exactly things you can hold in your hand. So for example, CareKit, which is sort of an offshoot of the Research Kit platform Apple built last year, basically lets developers build apps that let people understand their health better. This platform is going to launch next month. It is open source, and it will let you share a lot of your personal information, not only health information, but diagnostics and movement information with loved ones and doctors. Oh, and who could forget Liam? He, and I use the word he loosely, is a robot that basically breaks down old iPhones to get at the precious minerals inside. So all of the gold, copper, silver, and platinum that goes into your iPhone can be pulled out and reused again. At the end of the day, this event was exciting, just maybe not for the reasons we expected. Stay tuned for our closer looks at the iPhone SE and the new 9.7-inch iPad Pro.